everyone, Grimjob here. Welcome back to the channel and another hopefully entertaining, educational video. This time it's a 1v1 on Oosterbeek. Playing for the first time on the channel, I believe. The first time as the US. Trying something a little bit different since we've played a lot of Germans, a lot of Soviets. Want to try. Finally got a little bit sick of that and wanting to play something a little bit different. Although I'll always have a sweet spot, a soft spot for my all-round West and my all-round Soviets. But here playing as the offensive doctrine. Adding my opponent, this guy called Tomoko, something like that. Pretty decent player. So we'll see in this game. So US infantry is really expensive. So you have to sort of play it a little bit differently. You have to sort of build a base, and you can't just try and immediately go for a triple cap or even maybe a double cap at the start. You have to sort of just try and maybe hold a 1 to 2 sort of ratio and build from there. Because it does get quite strong if you can get to the sort of the 15 minute mark and not get overwhelmed. So if I'm playing as Germans versus US, I'm definitely going to try and go for an early triple. Try and put the pressure on early. So like you could be doing here, I probably would have pushed those guys all the way up towards my home point already. But there's a lot happening, that's for sure, already. So my map control is not really there. I'm just sort of scrambling, trying to make sure I don't get my base gets capped here. Send some guys towards the middle. You see it's only +2, so I just need to push a couple of goons in there. Debating buying a scout car or I do get a scout car. I'm not sure if that has a 50 cal on it, or if it's how that compares to a normal half track, which would have a 50. But the US generally gets very good machine guns. But the 50 cals just shred, really. But if that scout car's only got a 30 cal on it, then I would have made a mistake there. But it doesn't. So these are quite good to take on a half track. You shoot the engine of the half track and you can get a full kill on it quite easily. So we're going first person here, trying to shoot the engine, set it on fire, which you can do sometimes. Especially if you I might be too far away. Range might be too great. I think this would be possibly a German-sided map slightly, or an Axis-sided map slightly, given that their home point sort of has a wide open field you have to cover, whereas there's a lot more cover towards the Allied home point. And that wall sort of going across the midpoint as well is quite helpful to get troops behind. But I really need more map presence here, but holding a 2-1, got plenty of time. Just trying to get guys in good position so they're not sort of looking at a brick wall or watching paint dry. Make sure every guy, since they're playing as the US, need to make sure every guy is doing something useful. No room for slackers here. Not sure if that scout car was a good buy, but it's sort of stopped the half track that he bought, so it's probably break even, perhaps. Now I'm bringing in the M8. I figured that I believe this unit got buffed somewhat recently. And on a map like this, there's some cheeky tactics you can do when it comes to these close support weapons that fire with an arc. You really want to abuse that function in this game when you're using a stag hound or an infantry gun. Sort of how unrealistic, it's quite unrealistic, the fact you can sort of loop shots up and over a building like that. But that's totally my plan here, to have that, and we'll see that in play. So I don't know why that's sort of hiding there. Should have it chipping away at these guys in the middle. Get a few guys, sort of. You want to have a bit of a front line. You don't really want to have a big gap, because certain players will sneak AT around if they see that opportunity. It's very demoralizing having a Panzerschreck come out of nowhere into your ass. Debating buying these recon teams, I think they're a trap, really. A CP trap, coming with a jeep and just weak infantry and like 4 blokes. It's not worth it. So I'll send some of my elite dudes over to my home base, over to my home point. I think these ranger squads are quite nice, all coming with 5-star veterancy or 5-star unit weapon skill, coming with Garans, BARs. So nice driving on this Scar car here, whoever's driving that. So he is pushing my home point, not too aggressively, but I'm going to divert more goons over there. Because getting triple capped on this map is really going to be very tough to retake. This M8 is a critical unit. You can't afford his Puma to get a shot off on it, so I need to keep it behind the buildings, behind cover, looping shots up and over. So brought in a full 10th Mountain squad here. Secure my home point, don't want to lose it. But it's probably overkill, which we'll see if I realise that. I'm not sure if it's worth dropping the Garand and just using the rifle grenade on these American rifle grenadiers, because they only come with two HE rifle grenades, but they are a lot stronger HE rounds on those. I think it's not really worth micro, maybe unless you put them in a foxhole with a ammo crate next to them, could be worth it. Things looking pretty good at this stage. I think I'm feeling fairly comfortable, but this guy's a good player, so I'm having to stay on my switched on and definitely stay on my toes. I want to get to the point probably here where my next squad's heading towards his home point, I reckon. So I'm going to divert some of these guys from my base to the mid because they're not really needed there anymore. The threat's diminished. It's all about getting guys in good positions, sort of understanding where the cover is on the map. It's a big part of this game. Finally the M8 starts firing, but I can see that red triangle. It's a Puma scurrying towards me. Can check. 205 range, so he's not able to get close, but he's not within range, but I need to not lose this. I've heard other people say these units can be a little bit frustrating to use, these like close support weapons that have sort of the arc of fire as their main feature, but I find if you put them on an attack round, that can help. I bring in a command card to sort of probe a little bit towards his point. Yes, you do. A little bit of gardening. Getting rid of some trees with the... So he's done well to, he's got a lot of NGs set up at the back of the point there, and there's the foxhole that's part of the map. It's something that I would do as well. It's something I really love to do when I'm playing on Axis is this map, but I'm going to try and kill that half track while I've distracted the Puma. Risky having this my M8 out in the open, but I know where the Puma is. But if you bought a second Puma, that would be nasty. A little bit quicker, the Puma would have had a shot on my M8. He's playing as the all-round German, so you get a lot of good infantry on this Fusilier squads, MP40s, Gebirgsjägers. It's not bad. CP locked, so I'm actually going to try and lose a vehicle here on purpose. Try and get some kills at little cost, if I can. Ultimately, happy to lose this because it's just taking MCP, which as we can see, just freed up all my infantry, which is really what I needed. So sometimes it can be useful to throw away a vehicle, as long as you have a plan behind it. Probably not two though here, Grimmy. do lose two. There's more to Panzer 4. I'm not sure why, because I haven't. That's only good against another vehicle or another as a direct tank counter, and he hasn't seen me really do that just yet. I mean, I've got a little tank, but it's going to be behind cover, and you won't get a shot off on it. I think a signaler or maybe a mortar. Big fuck off mortar that the all-round Germans get. I did bring in a field mod, and I put it on hold fire, but I've got it just sitting in the middle of the road where you can probably see it anyway. Somehow shoot through a building, get the bounce. Field mod is great call-in at the 15-minute mark. The turret, the weak spot's the turret. It can die. Can get. The hull has really strong armor, but the turret's kind of weak. I've found. Mind you, when other people use it against me, I can never kill it. Skill issue probably. So. Getting ourselves in a nice position here. There's just a lot of infantry out now in the field. Now our CP's extended. Puma's giving me a shot, so I might as well take it. Oof. That looked like it was going to connect. Let's see if I can get this follow-up. My infantry's gotten kind of slaughtered because there's really no cover on my side of the point there. "12 kills, 1 vehicle kill," which is the half track for the M8. He's got a lot of lead infantry with SCGs, MG42s that'll rinse any type of infantry, so I need to deal with those. Good way to deal with MGs is snipers as well. I'll see if I get one of these soon. This is a bit risky. Parking it here, I don't like what I'm doing right now. Put it behind a house. He's got a Lafette MG42 back there. That's quite troublesome. Can't really call in a lot of elite infantry really quickly either with this doctrine. It's on a big cooldown. It feels like it's always on a long cooldown. You don't really want to be in a position where you're just throwing bodies into a meat grinder here as the US. big juicy target there for my M8 if I can find it. Infantry back there. That half track's in a nice spot, sitting over that, just over that brick wall. So he does have a sniper. I can see that in the kill feed now that I'm looking back at this. So I'll get one of my own and I'll put him in a foxhole, which will make him really hard to kill. Again, whiff. Not this time. As I forget about my command car that's just sitting there. Just got a lot of support weapons, which is really how you want to play it. You want to have infantry sort of to cap the point, but then you've got the MGs, snipers at the back. Preferably even like a heavy MG on the stand. Half tracks as well. Makes life miserable for any infantry trying to get in close. The Jagdpanzer IV is not actually doing the thing. But I more want to kill these MGs back here, which I can do with the field mod. But I just need to keep an eye on where that Jagdpanzer IV is. Trying to spot with an officer. Do that. Blob my elite infantry up here and they're getting grenaded, slaughtered, but his MG does go down, which is, that should immediately pay dividends. My sniper's targeting the most key units that they can spot, so I'm pretty sure snipers target like MGs, officers, other snipers as a priority. I might be wrong. I'm getting my engineers to build some cover for me here. I'm gonna pop smoke ready for them to do that. For them to build. So 17 kills on this thing. It's M8. It's not too bad. But the potential's there for a lot more than that. So you can see my sniper does target his sniper. So he loses that, which is a big win for me. Should have HVAP ammo loaded here, which I do. We miss, we're gonna drop back, but he's up to 700 points. So that Jagdpanzer IV, you can see that, you know, if he'd bought a Signaler combined with all his infantry support weapons, there's no way there's no way I think I could have gotten into the middle here. And possibly quite narrow as well. I can spread myself towards his. I've got no map control over to that west side, which isn't great. I do tend to get a bit tunnel vision-y. More infantry into the slaughter. Deciding to go with ammo boxes than a ammo truck, because I just want to be able to buy infantry and just buy a little bit of ammo and keep the infantry flowing. 200 manpower for a truck, which might not get a full usage out of it because it's just filling up 75mm ammo. Could be a bad idea on my part, but oof, these guys got slaughtered. Cut to pieces. As there we go, he does lunge forward, he does kill the turret. Should be able to get away here. Trying to drag these guys into a useful cover that they won't die too quickly. M8's in a good position now where it's firing without me having to tell it. Can afford another command car and still get a Pershing, super Pershing even. So I'll get one. Demolishing that house on his side, inside that's inside the hard cap, possibly would have been a good play as well. Hitting it with HE and just getting rid of it. So he's up to 812 points, but we sort of pushed him out a little bit here with the M8's now up to 25 kills, chipping away his lead infantry. Oof, nice shot again. Sniper's up to Vet 4 as well, it's in a root. So, the reason I put my sniper there was someone else I played with once put theirs there, and that's a good way to learn from in this game as well, is if you play against someone and they do something that was super effective, then you want to try and copy them, steal that, add it to into your own game. Kill some AT infantry. There he's He's got a... He went for a Yag Panther, so I'm going to counter that with a Super Pershing. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I could have gone for some artillery myself. Dropped it on those MGs at the back of the point. A Yag Panther and a Yag Panzer IV aren't going to do shit versus elite infantry running towards them. Especially on a map like this. Probably better than microing all this infantry would have been to get that scout car back into a safe position. But it goes down. So I'm going to try and get a side shot on this Yag Panzer IV. He does notice. These heavy tanks take so long to load. Bought a mortar. Didn't see myself buy that, but he doesn't really have anything to counter that, so I guess I must have been feeling very comfortable to make that purchase. Trying to finish off this heavy MG, destroy the gun. But the Yag Panzer IV comes out of nowhere. It's lucky I was behind a house then. The Yag Panther didn't get a retaliatory shot off on me. .38 kills on the M8 now. So it's kind of on a knife edge, but I feel good about things and where they are now. I've got all my, like I've talked about before, my combined arms. I've got lots of infantry. I got tanks, I got support weapons, sniper, mortar, M8. If I lose one thing, I've got sort of backups. Used all my DP, but I believe this is a standard buy for the offensive doctrine. Field mod into a Pershing and an M8 to start with. So So at this point of the game, whenever you're playing like a 1v1 or a team game, you want to be more economical with your infantry now. You can't throw them away like you could at the early points because you're not getting the payback. Manpower income is going to trickle at the 40-minute mark. So you want to be making sure you're not losing huge blobs of infantry anymore. Whereas you could get away with that in the early game. Trying to snipe MG crew with the AP round. M8 guy says he's so fucking bored. Must be a line saying that he's indicating that he's out of ammo, possibly. He's certainly been doing the heavy lifting for me in this game, but as is the sniper here, Vet 5, with a counter snipe as part of that. Here we're just trying to finish off these MGs. This is a really good position as the German player to put them. I don't believe those are destructible. It's just part of the map. The game's sort of slowed right down here, and I think he's pretty much cooked, to be honest, at this stage. 50 kills. God damn. Probably must have an officer in here somewhere. Considering it just ticked over it big time, and I didn't see him push many infantry in there. So the vehicles have been just sitting there watching the infantry just die, basically. There's not even any point me trying to push this, but why not? Put on hold fire. So he reveals himself. I just about get a side shot. Bounced 88mm round. There's not too much more to say here, just gotta hold, make sure he hasn't saved everything up for a big push on my home point, so just gonna protect that flank. Would have liked to see myself be a little bit more aggressive on the left side of the map, but it's easy to get tunnel visioned. So took half of the squad, put him into the middle. Good tip, if you're going to put a infantry manning sort of the extra MG on the roof of the tank, make sure it's a lead infantry so that you get a very accurate usage. Oh shit. Yag Panther sitting at the end of the street. So we're finally about to take the lead here. Decent comeback. Sniper. Once you get up to vet 5, vet 6, they're just a killing machine. You get extra health as well, up to 450 health. So you can see there's Gebirgsjäger and something extra in there. Someone just run out. And the M8 gets the winning kill there. He calls the GG. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.